Well, here we go. We're ready for the two heavyweight fights. Baby Joe Mesi standing by, but right now it's the return to the ring of Donovan Razor Ruddock, and here's the guy that stands between him and the next step up the ladder. Razor will face a very tough and pretty experienced heavyweight. His name is Harold the Hitman Sconiers. He's come up from Clearwater, Florida. He's also done no-holds-barred fighting. He's tough, and he's fought a lot of very good fighters.
Well, he has, but you know, this kid came in and took this fight on a 2.5-week notice. But the fact is, he fought about a month ago. He's in good shape. He's never been knocked out before. Tonight is a challenge because I know this is what Razor wants to do.
Well, he's faced Clifford Etienne and Maurice Harris. I saw him fight Etienne, and he looked pretty good, taking him the distance. But here is the man that a lot of Canadians have been waiting to see. Razor Ruddock. He's taken off 18 months. A lot of people said, what the heck happened to Donovan Razor Ruddock? He disappeared for a time. Financial problems, management problems, but he says he's back.
Likes to call them distractions. Whatever it is, he's been gone. He's back, he says, and I like where he's coming from. I like the trainer he has, Jesse Reed. This guy's a heck of a trainer. You know, Razor's never gave you a boring fight. They've always been exciting, win or lose. This guy comes to knock your head off.
Well, there's heavyweights and then there's heavyweights, and Donovan Razor Ruddock has always been a true heavyweight. Big punching power, but you have seen this kid since he was 12 years of age. This is an athletic young man, or maybe not young man, an athletic man.
Well, he's an athletic man, but he's gotten bigger and bigger. When I knew him, even as a young pro, he was more raw-boned. Now he's big-muscled, and
But you saw him run, right?
Run like heck.
Well, yeah.
Chased me a couple times. So this guy could run. Tremendous athlete.
Well, Razor, let's not hide the fact that he's struggled. Let's not hide the fact that he's disappeared off the map. And let's not hide the fact that he has got to look great tonight for anyone to give him a second look. Donovan Razor Ruddock, as I said, a true heavyweight, 240 pounds. He's got a 35-pound weight advantage on Sconiers and a 2-inch reach advantage in terms of experience. There's no question Razor Ruddock is the man.
Introducing first on my right and in the red corner. He is wearing the gray and black trunks and went in today at 202 pounds even. His professional record, 14 wins, 7 losses, and 6 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Clearwater, Florida, Harold the Hitman Sconiers. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner. He is wearing the white trunks with red and blue trim. Please welcome the former heavyweight champion of Canada, Donovan Razor Ruddock! 10 ounce heavyweight.
Razor Ruddock wants two things. He wants to win this evening, he wants another title shot, and he wants to win back the Canadian title. I know Orion Sports is talking about getting him a shot at the Canadian title.
Okay, gentlemen, you received your instructions at the weigh, and I expect a clean bout out of both of you. You got your trucks a little bit high. On here is going to be considered good, okay? Touch close now, go back to your corner, and I'll get you going.
The business at hand is he's got to look great against this kid who has a lot of experience and has, as I say, fought fighters like that.
I tell you, he's got to use all that weight, lean on this guy, and work that left hook the way Donovan Razor Ruddock used to blast it. He said he wants to get past this one. Said you know what he wants next? Was telling me earlier, wants a piece of David Tua.
Yeah, and you know who he wants a piece of as well? And he's coming up later tonight, Baby Joe Mesi. Wouldn't it be great if both of those guys fought and that set something up? You get the feeling it's in the works.
Be a nice international flavor there, too. Canada versus United States. Baby Joe never been beaten, 18-0. He's a sweetheart here, and why not? The kid's a good fighter. He's a good-looking kid. Razor Ruddock, we always loved him in Canada. He's a big banger. Be a heck of a fight. Razor's on them toes a bit. I'm a little surprised there.
That's a lot of work getting 254 pounds up. But And again, he's trying to make a statement. And I guess to some extent he made a statement coming in rather large, but this is down from what was even larger for Razor Ruddock. He's a big man, and he tends to put weight on and have a difficult time taking it off.
Well, the question is, he hasn't fought in pretty close to 18 months. And you think he's rusty, but I'll tell you, he's showing a pretty good left jab this early in the fight.
You know, it looks like, when you look at the size difference, like he's facing a middleweight. And it's hard to believe, but the guy that he's fighting, Sconiers, is actually 208 pounds.
Just looks a lot. That's almost as big as you and I.
Well, maybe you, but not me. Sconiers working to the body. Round number 1, it's scheduled for 10.
The one thing Jesse Reed said earlier tonight was he wants to get rid
of... Oh, vicious. Left. It kind of half hook, half uppercut.
It's the hybrid left hook, left uppercut. That's his trademark. That's the one that knocked Michael Dokes colder than a polar bear's lunch. You remember that one?
I do. And as you say, at that point, people started to look at the big punching power of Razor Ruddock. And I think Razor Ruddock started to look at his own big punching power. There's the uppercut by Ruddock. Ruddock knows he's got to be impressive, and he's landed a couple of big blows in the first round. Right uppercut.
We mentioned he's 34 years old, but the laxity to go on a fighter is his punching power. That's why George Foreman won the title at 45. That's why Archie Moore and Sugar Ray Robinson kept winning fights, Michael. This guy's still got power. You can see it.
Well, there's no question the strategy for Sconiers has got to be hang in there around 5, 6, 7, 8, the upper rounds. You would guess that training has been a question mark for Razor Ruddock, and his stamina would be in question, but he's landed some big punches.
Remember, Sconiers has never been knocked out, so this is another part of a challenge for Razor Ruddock.
You know, to his credit, Sconiers took a couple of classic Razor Ruddock punches and still standing, and showed very little effect from it, in fact.
I got a trivia question for you. Who was Razor Ruddock's first pro fight?
Who did he fight against?
First pro fight, yes.
Well, you may as well give the answer right now, because it's not sitting there on my lips.
How about I give it out the next round?
How about that? Sconiers and Ruddock, 1-0.
See how it could be, baby. Won't you dance with me? I could be your fantasy. When it's time to get down, you can boogie on with me.
One of the rewards of owning a Toyota is parts and service with no surprises or worries. Because let's face it, you got way better stuff to do.
Won't you dance with me?
Test your sports trivia knowledge on TSN and tune in to win with the TSN Playbook. A 6-night all-inclusive first-class trip for 2 across Canada aboard Via Silver and Blue. A His and Hers pair of laureate watches finished in 23-karat gold from Wittenauer, or one of 2 Casio digital cameras. Weekly prize updates in the Ottawa Sun and Toronto Sun. Pick up your TSN Playbook at participating Via Rail and Esso locations. Hit tsn.ca/playbook for complete details.
1 round done. It's scheduled for 10. 10-point must scoring system. And right now, the spotter who scored for you gave the first round to Razor Ruddock. Round number 2, and Sconiers comes out a little feistier this time.
Corner instead of going downstairs, just back right up.
You know, I think round number 1, even though it was probably scored to Ruddock, is a confidence booster to some extent for Sconiers, because he felt the big punching power of Ruddock and weathered it well.
He survived it. Yeah, he showed he's got a good chin. He didn't go down. I've seen guys just collapse under that hybrid hook, as I call it. There's a lot of questions to be answered tonight, too. Razor, what kind of shape is he in? He's big. He's overweight. But you know something? He moves good for a big man. You got to get down another 10 pounds. He needs some more fights. But this is a good one for him. What about Joe Mesi's thinking? You know he's looking out of his dressing room here.
Well, I know that he'd probably like to see Ruddock win. He's probably show him what he's got. That was...
He slipped the left jab and came back with a beautiful left uppercut sort of hook.
And it seemed to inspire Sconiers to throw his punches now in combination. Round number 2. Donovan Razor Ruddock and Harold Sconiers. 45-pound weight difference. So
makes you start asking the question, too, Michael. Razor saying, hey, I just hit this guy with a couple bombs away shots. Two of my best, and this kid's still standing on his feet.
And you know that Ruddock does not want to go into the 9th and 10th round. When you weigh 254, you're not thinking, let's go the distance.
Absolutely. He's his best weight was around 232, 235. So he's way over his prime fight weight back when he fought Mike Tyson twice and gave him a big-time fight on both occasions.
I had the chance to spend some time, actually, probably 7-8 years ago with Razor in Florida in his home near Fort Lauderdale. Very intelligent man, smart man, passionate about the fight game and lots of other aspects of life. I quite liked him, and was quite disappointed when he disappeared. And now he's back and trying to leave his mark, but he had a couple of marks left on him there by Sconiers.
Well, this guy's been in with the best fighters in the world, as we said, twice with Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis. I remember his great fight with his great fights with Mike Tyson. And then Tommy Morrison, he had Morrison down, Morrison come back to knock him out. A lot of distractions. This guy could have been a world heavyweight champion. That is my belief, if it wasn't for those distractions.
There's the uppercut. Just glanced off the chin of Sconiers. Working the jab now. Fight has been largely in the center of the ring. And at the bell, an uppercut. And a big smile from Sconiers.
All across the country, people have places to go, things to do. So they go Midas for total car care. Need an alignment? We do that. Air conditioning? We do that. Brakes? We do that. Oil changes? We do that. Batteries too. Of course, mufflers. And we do all that with our certified technicians and our nationwide guarantee. So for total car care, who does it all? Midas. We do that.
You're not taking that with you, are you? Watch this. Wow.
Excuse me? Do you have the time?
Here's the kid that we've been talking about, baby Joe Mesi. All kinds of stories. So bright, so well-schooled, such a local kid and a local favorite. He's from this area, wanted to come back and have a big-time fight, and he will do it this evening. You can't help but fall in love with this kid.
I've had the chance to hang with the guy, not this time, but he fought on the Kirk Johnson undercard here a couple of years ago. Had a great time with him, a fine young man.
That's coming up after this one, but the business at hand, Razor Ruddock. And Sconiers. Loads up the big left half hook.
That's right.
What'd you call it, the hip-ward punch?
The hip-ward left hook uppercut. I mean, he stepped into, and he walked out and stepped in with that one, Michael. Dug his whole body into it.
And there he loads it up again. Ruddock wants to finish this. You know he doesn't want to go 9th, 10th round. You know he wants to end this business right now. Round 3, scheduled for 10.
Razor's trying to set him up, get him angled, so he can dig that left hook on him again, that hip-ward hook. And did you see the sweat fly? He's going after him now.
He is left. Sconiers' game, and does not appear to be too worse for wear.
Oh, he is. He's hurting right now, but he's got lots of heart. He's hurting. You can look in his eyes. He's hurting.
There's the left. There's the left.
He's fighting back. But I don't think he can take this kind of power much longer unless Razor tires out.
Well, when you're 254, there's only so many punches you got in you, right? and you have to make them count. I mean, how many times watching boxing over the years have you seen a big guy burn himself out?
Well, you know what? You make a valid point there, Michael.
Right uppercut, left hand. Sconiers ducks away and then tries to pull it on, but there's such a size difference. Even when he hits him, he doesn't appear to be doing any damage.
Razor did this before. I noticed one of this when he fought Mike Weaver. He missed a shot. He sort of almost walked away, and Mike Weaver hit him and knocked him down. You got to watch it. You got to stay on him. But every punch Razor Ruddock throws now is a desperation punch. When you get that age, you got to make everything count. That's a power shot.
That's a power shot.
He's got him walking on eggs now. And Razor's doing something smart here, Michael. He's leaning on his lighter opponent, making him back up.
He is a big man, and he is pounding away right now at Sconiers.
And a lesser heart would have went down already.
Well, like you say, he's never been knocked down, never been knocked out. Sconiers.
You can see why.
Now, from what you've seen, can he hurt Ruddock?
I don't think he can hurt Ruddock, but I think fatigue, if this sets in, it can hurt him. It's easier to knock a man out when he's tired. I don't think in his power he's got enough to hurt him.
It didn't have to end like this. Armor All Protectant. Armor All Wash and Wax. And introducing Armor All Wipes, a revolutionary new way to shine, protect, and maintain your car quickly and easily. It's not just shine, it's Armor All.
The NBA playoffs are on TSN. Hit the hardwood with conference final action and thrills. Bucks 76ers, NBA playoff excitement. TSN tonight.
Ruddock tried to finish it at the end of the last round, couldn't do so. Round 4 scheduled for 10. And when you look at Razor Ruddock, no need to tell you these are heavyweights.
I think Razor's fighting a pretty smart fight right now. Very intelligent. He's picking his shots, not going right out after him. Picking his shots, and then he's going to tee off.
And if you were in the other guy's corner, if you were in the corner of Sconiers, what would you tell him?
If I was his advisor, I'd tell him to quit. I mean, why take this? This is terrible.
Well, that's why. I mean, he's a fighter. That's what you do. You fight.
I'll tell you what, that's why I talk pretty good now. If things got tough, I got out of there. Got to give these guys credit. That's why I respect them so much. What do you tell them to do? This guy should be using his speed behind a good, strong left jab. Razor can be hit with a jab. When he throws there, he hits him a bit. Try to keep him off balance so he can't throw that dynamite hook at you.
And I see Razor breathing through the mouth now. I don't think he's going to like going many more rounds in this. I think he's got maybe 1 or 2 more rounds of hard punching, and then he's going to be hanging on.
Michael, have you guessed yet? Razor Ruddock's first pro fight.
Spider, I told you when you asked me, seconds after you asked me, I had no clue. What would the answer be?
All right, the Boxing Prophet's going to tell you. The guy's name was Wes Rowe. He grew up along with Wayne Gretzky, Stan Jonathan, and a lot of other guys in the Brantford area. Wes Rowe was his first fight. He knocked Wes out. I saw the fight.
Well, he started it with a knockout, and he'd love to be at a knockout now. Uppercut, right hand of Razor Ruddock.
I think Razor's fighting a fairly intelligent fight, just leaning on him, tiring him out, setting him up. He's throwing shots at Razor, but he's not even making him blink.
He's not making him blink now, but 2-3 rounds from now, I think those punches will have some effect on a much more tired Ruddock.
That is, of course, if he's around.
I think he's going to be around. I think he's weathered the toughest part of the storm.
I'd wager you on it. I got you last time. I'd wager you on it, but I'm not making enough here.
What did you get me? You got me last time? Sconiers hung in there, took that wicked left uppercut / left hook from Ruddock.
Remember what I said? Use that left jab. He's caught him with the jab and set him up for a couple good right hands on Razor.
Like you say, Razor can be susceptible to the jab, and after he swings wildly, he's always left himself open, even in fights that he's winning where he should be careful. That's been his history.
Sconiers is landing some good shots in this round.
I'll tell you what, you get the feeling, and again, it's the tide is not turned yet, but it could be turning as time winds down in round number 4. Ruddock so impressive in round 1, so impressive in round 2, and to finish round 4, it's Sconiers.
The 250 horsepower Nissan Pathfinder. Power changes everything.
It's not where you come from. It's where you're going. It's not what you drive. It's what drives you. It's not what's on you. It's what's in you. Gatorade. Is it in you?
Baby Joe Mesi, this arena is filled, and they are here largely to see Baby Joe Mesi. You look at him without seeing his hands being taped, you don't think fighter. Good-looking kid,
university student,
well-educated, a delightful guy in the community. Everything that you want from an athlete to stand out, Baby Joe Mesi has got it. He will face Jorge Luis Gonzalez, who is an 8-time world amateur champion. In fact, beat all kinds of the best fighters in the world as an amateur, but as a pro, 36-6 with 27 knockouts. So Mesi, again, there's no easy days in the heavyweight division. Last round of Sconiers from the man sitting beside me, Spider Jones. One of the most knowledgeable and definitely the most colorful boxing guy, I think, in this country.
You're being too kind, my man, but the check's in the mail. Now, that last round, Sconiers really came on. I'm starting to wonder now what Razor has to do to put this guy away. This guy's never been put away, and Razor is still one of the most feared punchers in the heavyweight division.
He is, and he largely took the last round off. Good combination that time by Sconiers.
You gotta wonder too if you're Razor, I'll hit this guy with everything. Now he's coming back. What do I do for an encore?
He hit him in the first round with that vicious hitter. In the second round, he hit him with 2. But Sconiers took it, weathered it, and has lived to fight into the 5th round.
You got to get set. You watch when Sconiers comes in close. Watch how he drops his right hand. He's open for a good left hook, but Razor has to be in position to throw it. I'm sure, and Razor's open for that hook there too. Now see it there. See his hands are down. If Razor could just step over the side and blast him with that left hook, he's there to hit. But you got to be in position to do that, Michael.
And again, I think Sconiers is maybe landing the majority of the blows. I don't think he's hurting Ruddock right now, but he's scoring points, and he's making up some of the territory that he lost through the first 2 rounds. This is a fight, folks. Round number 5 of 10. We are at the Niagara Falls Civic and Convention Center. Michael Landsberg and Spider Jones looking at one real big guy and one moderately big guy fighting for the chance to move up in a wide-open heavyweight division.
It's absolutely wide open now, and the heavyweight division right now is at the weakest point I've seen it in years. Rockman's the champion. You got Ruiz, the champion. I mean, it's wide open. You're one punch away now from $1 million payday, and that's what Razor Ruddock wants. And I'm sure that's what Baby Joe wants and what Sconiers wants.
What Ruddock really wanted to do was end this one early. Right on the button, folks. Right on the button from Sconiers to Ruddock.
Sconiers is coming back this last
He is coming back.
Time. He's connecting.
Does Ruddock look tired to you as he does to me?
Well, he certainly isn't as sharp as he was. Remember, 34 years old, hasn't fought in 18 months. Maybe this is a bad fight for a guy like that. You want a couple guys that you know you can knock out. Why do you want to fight a guy that's never been knocked out your first fight back? We'll find out tonight.
You know, and again, there are points being scored by Sconiers. You're not going to knock the big fella down, but he's building it up. You gave him the last round, and his time winds down to round number 5. I think Sconiers has taken this one as well.
Big time.
Cut your lawn for $5.
You bet.
Cut your lawn for $5.
Deal.
Cut your lawn for $5.
Sure.
Sanders likes mulch.
Honda's fuel-efficient and low-emission lawnmowers are so easy to use, you just may find yourself looking forward to cutting the lawn.
Miss a spot.
Our annual yard sale is on. Now's a great time to buy.
Now be careful. You're going to be on your own for 6 months.
Make sure you fool. You've got my cell number.
I got it. You'll be fine.
Whether you're 25, 45, or older, you can start planning your future right now.
Don't forget this. Yeah, kind of hard to backpack around Europe without this. Have fun. Okay, bye.
Freedom 55 Financial.
Oh boy, he's unloading here, Michael.
He is. This is round number 6 of 10. Sconiers growing with confidence right now. Left jab gets through. 2 of them. And you focused in early on that Razor Ruddock has always been susceptible to the jab.
Well, not just that. You can do anything. If you can hit a guy at the jab, you can hit him with anything.
It's not the jab that does the damage. It's what follows.
Absolutely. But what the jab does is keep you off balance, so you can't do the damage. A good jab. But this kid's fighting it, and he's not getting countered. He's throwing that jab. He's bringing it back. Razor's not counting over that jab with his own right hand. And another thing odd, too, Michael, is this Sconiers fighting in close on him. You'd think he'd be out in the middle. He's out in the middle of the ring. That's where he's kept him. Razor hasn't got this kid to the ropes and bullied him.
Well, one of the things that makes, to me, the fight game fascinating is not a first or second round knockout. It's the evolution of the fight throughout. Early on, Razor throwing the big punches, but Sconiers comes back in the middle rounds, and now a flurry from both men. This has had really an ebb and flow to it that I think is not...
It makes an excellent fight, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's not often what you see in the heavyweight division.
I like a fight like this. It's the unexpected. Most people expected Razor to come out and take this guy out. The guy was outweighed by 30 pounds. Razor's the big puncher. It's not going his way. These guys have been posing their wills on each other all night. This may be the question of who's the strongest will.
Oh, there's a good left by Razor Ruddock. But back comes Sconiers. Left, right, left. He landed 3, maybe 4. Ruddock holding on. He's got him in trouble. Sconiers doesn't have the big punching power, but an accumulation of blows on Razor Ruddock has got Sconiers in good position now.
And he's fighting in angles, too. Now he's ripping them body shots. He's mixing his punches up. Well, there's that big left hook and a straight right by Razor.
Best of the round for Razor Ruddock. And back comes Ruddock. Oh, my, what a right by Ruddock. Ruddock with the right again. An uppercut. Sconiers is in trouble. Ruddock slips. Back comes Sconiers.
I tell you, you're excited about this, Landsberg.
This is a great round of boxing.
Razor hit him, had him in all kinds of trouble, and Sconiers comes back with his own. This is a good fight.
6 are done. Wow.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster.
Introducing the all-new 270-horsepower Chevy Trailblazer, the most powerful mid-size sport utility in the world. It's one strong SUV. The new 2002 Chevy Trailblazer, like a rock.
In the NBA, everything is up for grabs, including winning. Play NBA Trivia Challenge, brought to you by Nike. Watch NBA playoff games on CTV and TSN. Call in for your chance to win great Nike prizes, including a trip for two to a 2001-2002 NBA home opener. Or log on to NBA.com/Canada for other chances to win. Play NBA Trivia Challenge, brought to you by Nike. Get in the game. Bucks 76ers. See it. Live it. TSN.
Here comes Ruddock off his stool. Ruddock, he hasn't thrown that angle punch since the second round, and he landed two of them.
Difference is here, Sconiers doesn't punch with the kind of power, but it's a persistent thing.
He doesn't punch with the power of Donovan Razor Ruddock. It's clear when you look at him, and he doesn't eat with the same power as well. You just look at the body types of these two men. Very different, and that's why this fight is so good. Early on, all Ruddock with the big power, but Sconiers with the better stamina has come on.
Razor got to turn it up if he can. He's got to bring it up a level if there's anything left in him. He's got a lot of people here watching this fight. Is nationally televised all across North America. This is his chance to impress people. He has to knock this guy out. This guy's working downstairs where the pork chops and chicken goes now. And, you know, that could be painful.
Well, he's visiting familiar territory, if that's what it's all about. You could feel that left land from Ruddock.
I don't know why Razor doesn't lean on him or push him around. Get them legs backing up. That makes the fire tires. Lean on him, get that back, and then rip him. Turn it into a phone booth affair. He's allowing this guy too much freedom.
Well, the problem is, this guy is a lot friskier than Razor. It takes effort to lean, right?
Absolutely.
He knows he's in a fight right now. Round number 7 of 10. It was all Ruddock early, and since then, virtually rounds 4, 5, and 6 have been a toss-up.
You gotta believe the promoters and the boxing people. They don't want to see Sconiers win this. They want Ruddock to win. Ruddock is exciting. He can punch. And if he's in against a pure puncher, he's got a good shot. This kid just happens to have one of those cast iron chins.
Oh, excellent left by Ruddock, and he knocks the mouthpiece out of Sconiers. Sconiers continues to move that head. Don't hold it still. And Ruddock does not follow up on what was a great opportunity.
We got this guy all walking on it.
He's got it.
Will not go down.
He won't. And the referee is going to give him a chance to put the mouthpiece back in.
Yeah.
The clock, I believe, will stop with approximately 22 seconds to go.
Clock is stopped. Razor's back there resting his arms. I'd go right after him now. Go right after him. Sconiers went after him.
You know that Razor is a smart fighter and knows what to do, but sometimes the brain tells the arms and the legs something, and they don't listen. But here he landed the Hitler blow, as you call it, and he scored points there. Another round done, and maybe another round too close to call.
A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I brought a basket for my mom, and on the way I dropped it.
We all know the problems of ordinary hooks, but Command adhesive hooks from 3M hold on strong until you simply stretch the tab. Command adhesive comes off clean. Real strength without the mess? What a welcome idea. Take Command. Holds on strong, releases on command. One more example of 3M innovation.
No skip portable CD players, new from Panasonic.
Can anybody find me somebody to love? Every day of my life, I work till I ache my bones. At the end of the day, I take home my hard-earned pay all on my own.
Federation today. This is a code. This is a way of life. I want total domination. The very best in the whole entire world. He's proved that time and time again.
WWF Raw is war. See it, live it, TSN.
All right, we have fought 7 rounds, or at least these two excellent fighters have, Razor Ruddock and Harold Sconiers, and right now you have got Ruddock ahead by 4 points, which generally you'd think that Sconiers needs a knockout, but this one is very close, and I'm not that confident of the scoring so far.
Well, I think Michael, I think he's Razor's. I gave Razor the last round. He landed the bigger shots. Those pansy punches, they add up. They're not really hurting him. He rocked this guy's world 4 or 5 times, knocked out his mouthpiece. He's been landing the heavier punches.
You know, when you get that camera shot there with Ruddock's back to you, it's like an eclipse. You lose total vision altogether of Sconiers. Ruddock is that big.
See, a good little man can beat a big man, but a good little man can't beat a good big man. That's the difference. That's why you have the visions in boxing.
Well, it's funny to refer to a 208-pounder as a little man, but
by today's standards, he is.
And when you're fighting 254, you bet. Oh, power.
Razor landed that.
Yeah, you did. You could feel that one. You could hear that one. Digging in there. Oh, left and right.
Ready to go. If Razor can continue on him. See, he's letting him off the hook now. He's got to go right after him again.
But that's what happens when you get tired.
Absolutely.
You want to pounce on him, but you can't. And Sconiers fights back.
It takes a few fights to build a stamina. But if Razor gets through this fight and wins, this is a good fight for him. He shakes the ring rust, getting back in action within the next 5 weeks. That's how you get it back. Oh, yeah, I would.
Okay, well, let's get him through this one first. Halfway through round number 8. I certainly like the heart and the chin of Harold Sconiers. Razor doing good work now, solid work, but every time, and you talked about the instinct of Sconiers, every time he gets hit, he comes back with a few shots of his own.
He has taken some heavy blows to the head and the body. That instinct, it's just a tremendous. I'll tell you, the heavyweight division better be glad that this Sconiers kid isn't one of those big punchers or a little bigger, maybe 15 pounds heavier, because he got a whole lot of heart. And he can fight.
Certainly Sconiers, the busier of the fighters, moving clockwise.
He's landing some good shots this round, but he hasn't buckled Ruddock with any of them.
Nope, he has not.
If you think stress is tough on you, consider your engine. Traffic jams, towing and hauling. Even idling can lead to damaging wear. That's why Castrol introduced Syntec Blend, the only synthetic blend that combines Castrol conventional oil and Syntec molecular components for greater protection than conventional oil in severe driving conditions. Because too much stress can be fatal. Castrol Syntec Blend, added protection for severe driving conditions.
You can't count the ways people have fun on the water. But you can count on us to deliver it. Mercury, the water calls. Answer it.
Well, talk about diving right back into your career after a year and a half out. Razor Ruddock has got himself a huge issue right now. He's fought gamely, he's landed some big blows, but here we are, well into the fight. The guy he's facing, Sconiers, isn't going away. Who'd you give that round to?
I gave it to Sconiers. I thought Razor landed some pretty solid blows, but Sconiers was a busier to two. He came back every time he was in trouble. Maybe I got a heart like him. I think he won that round.
Well, we talked about it round 3 and 4. I said, get me Sconiers into the 9th and 10, and the guy's got a shot. We're in the 9th right now, and he's got a shot. You have him ahead by 3 points, but so many of those rounds so close that perhaps could go either way.
You're not debating my integrity, are you? Or is it?
Well, I don't think it's a matter of integrity, but I mean, boxing, let's face it, is all about the intangibles, and it's all your opinion, the judge's opinion. You may not see it eye to eye.
A lot of sweat. You notice the sweat. These guys been hitting each other, and the sweat's been all over my notes. But this it's a good fight for Razor if he can win it. If he doesn't, then you got to go back and start over again, and you lose some prestige. But if he wins it, that's all you got to. Hey, Razor Ruddock won a fight against a game fighter.
Game he is, no question about it. Harold Sconiers from Clearwater, Florida. He looks slight, he looks small. You look at him, you think middleweight. Then you realize the guy weighs 208, but he's in against a huge man.
He doesn't look, you're absolutely right. Razor looks like a monument beside him.
And at times moves like one. There's a good body shot by Sconiers.
A little bit low, just got a warning for it. I tell you, Ruddock was my guy. I had him up in the mountains. Take him up into the Catskills for about 3 or 4 months, chopping wood, running 5 miles a day. I'd bring him out of there weighing about 235 pounds, and that's where he'd be effective. Because it's obviously he hasn't got big time endurance right now. He can only fight in spurts, or this guy would have been out of here. I really believe that.
Tough to argue with that. There's a good left and a good right. Just standing over where we are. We're being drenched by the sweat, largely from Ruddock, who goes to work. Sconiers doesn't want to be in the corner there. No, Sconiers may be ready to go down.
Never been knocked out in his life. Will it happen tonight?
Still moving his head, making for a difficult target.
Ruddock just took him out of deep water and couldn't drown him. The kid came back.
And like you described it perfectly, Spider, you said he fights in spurts. Ruddock went hard. Now he's sitting back. He's resting. Uppercut landed. Vicious left. Then a right misses. Sconiers bounces back with a double left.
I'll tell you what, though. Ruddock will be better his next fight. Believe me. It's been 18 months. He will be better. He's landing some big-time punches on him.
Big-time punches. 2 uppercuts. Right hook.
What's holding this kid up?
It's all hard from Sconiers, and it's all the right hand from Ruddock. 9 are done. Wow, what a fight.
Welcome to the swamp. Welcome to the swamp.
Welcome to the swamp.
Welcome to the swamp.
Welcome to the swamp. All across Canada, Kia dealers are getting right into Kia's Welcome to the Swamp event, featuring the all-new Magentas with 0.9% financing or lease from $249 a month, and the Swamp's own Sportage with 0.9% financing. Lease that one from $239 a month. Kia's Welcome to the Swamp event.
It'll get your mojo going. Yeah.
There's a lot to be said for clarity. Clarica, financial clarity.
The best in the tour hit the courts in Dusseldorf, Germany. Get into the action as 8 international teams serve up the thrills all the way to the championship final. World Team Championship Tennis. See it, live it. TSN Wednesday.
When I get in the zone, it's just me and the ball. Bring it on.
It all comes down to one season, one game, one inning, one at-bat, one moment. That's what I'm talking about.
Jays, White Sox, TSN, Wednesday and Thursday.
Can you see it? Live it. TSN.
This is it. Round number 10. It's done after this. Right now, Ruddock ahead on the scoring card of Spider Jones by 5. Even if it's slightly closer than that, Sconiers would need a knockout.
Well, I tell you, for Razor, I'm not the judges here. Razor has got a whole lot riding on this round. Because you know if he wins this, he's going to fight Baby Joe Mesi next. They're going to try to get that thing going with Mesi. You know they'll crowd this place for that one, wherever they show it.
Absolutely. Mesi is up next on this card. Round 10. It's done after this. Ruddock, round number 9, his best, I think, since early in the fight.
Don't leave nothing to the judges. You got about 2 minutes. Let it all hang out now.
Well, if he lets it all hang out, that could be a scary sight.
You're in a different ballpark, Michael. I'm talking about boxing.
That's a big man in the center of the ring, and it's a big-time comeback here in Niagara Falls, New York. Razor Ruddock, short uppercut. Then the left cross. The problem for Sconiers is just, in a lot of ways, just size and leverage. It's just hard to hit a man that's that big and hurt him.
Listen, Razor's got a good chin, too. When this guy's in shape, Mike Tyson said, now look at this guy hit. He's got one of the best chins in the game.
There's a good uppercut by Sconiers. Sconiers never been knocked out. Has he even been knocked down?
He's been down, but he's never been out. Got one of those George Chevalier chins.
Well, he's busy, he's throwing punches, but there's not a lot of effectiveness to them. Sconiers has had a tough time really laying a hurting on Razor Ruddock. I think the only thing that's really hurt Ruddock in this fight is the fact that they're in the 10th round.
I expected that, I expected Razor to knock this guy out. But then again, I know this Razor can punch, but this guy's taking everything. I can tell you there are probably heavyweight contenders who would have been down under that assault.
No question about it. Great heart, great chin for Sconiers. What he needs to do is land that one big blow.
Razor needs to finish this fight off strong. He needs to put it on right now, get it in gear, and take it out of here on a big note.
Final 30 of the final round in the comeback of Razor Ruddock here in Niagara Falls, New York. Right, they both landed. Sconiers still pretty solid on his feet. There will be no knockout in this fight. Razor Ruddock knocked him hard, knocked him early, but did not knock him out. Sconiers, Ruddock, what a beauty.
Great fight. A lot of action. I didn't expect to see this kind of action in a fight. This fight is brutal, too. There are a lot of punishment delivered. You hear this crowd? Once again, and this is what I like, and I'll say it again about Orion. They are bringing big-time boxing back to Canada. They love this kind of action.
NBA Hoop It Up is back and heading for your town. No matter what your age, gender, height, or playing experience, we've got a spot for you. Enjoy the official 3-on-3 basketball tournament of the NBA. Plus the NBA Dribble and Drive Challenge, where players and spectators can test their skills in shooting, passing, dribbling, and jumping. Just call the toll-free hotline or visit our website. Brought to you by ID Wireless, Gatorade, Spalding, Nike, Juicy Fruit, Game Boy Advance, and TSN. See you there.
Rain Away for your windshield. When it starts to rain, it starts to work. One easy application to your windshield and Rain Away goes to work, dispersing rain on contact. You see better, so you drive more safely. The difference is clearly amazing. A great idea from Winds, and now in aerosol. Rain Away. When it starts to rain, it goes to work. Available now at your Canadian Tire store.
The NBA playoffs are on TSN. Hit the hardwood with conference final action and thrills. Bucks 76ers, NBA playoff excitement. TSN tonight.
When I get in the zone, it's just me and the ball. Bring it on. It all comes down to one season, one game, one inning, one at-bat, one moment. That's what I'm talking about.
Jays, White Sox, TSN, Wednesday and Thursday.
Can you see it? Live it. TSN.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 action-packed rounds, we have a split decision. Referee Joe Ware sees the fight 96-93 Ruddock. Don Ackerman sees the fight 95-94 Sconiers. And Frank Adams sees the fight 95-94 for the winner by split decision, Donovan Razor Ruddock.
It may not be a popular decision, but I think in a lot of ways it was the correct decision. Very close, split decision on all cards, and it was those middle rounds where it was very tough to call. Razor, first of all, congratulations. Let me ask you this. As you were preparing for this fight, did you want to see the 8th, 9th, and 10th round?
I never planned to. The kid is a tough fight. He's a tough fighter. I hit him with some dynamite shot. I would take out a guy. But you know, he came in shape. He's a lot lighter than I am, so he was able to move a little bit more than I was. I didn't plan to train. I wasn't training for this fight specifically. They changed the opponent on me 3 times. This is the 4th time. So you have to understand, I didn't know exactly who I was fighting.
Now, you hit him early in the first round and then in the second round with that left that's kind of half a hook and half an uppercut.
Yeah.
Show me the angle, first of all, that you throw it.
I did.
And notice what...
Turning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And, but I noticed, because it's very difficult to categorize what that is, but you hit him right on the button 2 times, and at that point you had to know this kid has got a great chin.
I know, he's tough. He said he was 100 to fight me, and he said he came in prepared, and they thought I wasn't going to be able to go 10 rounds, so that's why they take the fight.
But I saw in your eyes in the 5th and 6th round, I don't think you were sure you were going 10, were you?
No, I was pretty sure, but I knew I had to pace myself. I knew if I pace myself, I knew I threw a lot of hard shots. I exerted a lot of energy, so I had to recuperate and come back in the later rounds.
Donovan, let me ask you this. Are you going to stick around and watch Joe Mesi fight?
Yeah, I am, definitely.
And if he wins, like many expect he will, would you like a shot at him?
Yeah.
Are you trying to make your mark, not just around the world, but are you trying to make a statement to Canadian boxing fans?
Oh, definitely. I love Canada. I really do. I love Canada a lot. And the only reason why I migrate to the States to do boxing is because of the fact that we do not promote enough professional boxing in Canada. So, you know, I have to go where the fighters are. So I don't want them to think that I neglect them or forget about them. Canada is my home. I'm a citizen of Canada, and I love Canada. So I will always fight for Canada.
Donovan, congratulations. Nice seeing you, my friend.
My pleasure.
Well, Razor Ruddock, winner by split decision, and now he will go ringside after he cleans up, and he will watch Joe Mesi, baby Joe Mesi, the local favorite, who is standing by. He's got his family. He has dedicated this fight to his late mother who passed away. He has not fought since then. Will he be focused? Will he be ready to go? And if in fact he does, will we see Mesi and Ruddock fight in the future?